You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Locked and loaded, terrified Trump threatens to decimate all Iran in late-night post, based on an article by Kathleen Culleton. Trump threatens Iran, and the state makes the rest of us pay. Power is doing the talking. The core fact here is not Trump's wounded ego. It is that the President of the United States is publicly threatening to decimate an entire country, claiming the military is ready, willing, and able to do it. That is institutional power speaking without restraint. It is not confusion, and it is not diplomacy. It is a president turning personal fear into state violence. The story tries to make this sound reactive. The article gestures toward a Wall Street Journal report that Iranian plotting may be under discussion, then lets Trump present himself as a hunted man forced into escalation. That framing is convenient for him and bad for anyone trying to understand power. If the president responds to alleged threats by promising mass destruction, the issue is not his vulnerability. The issue is that he controls the machinery capable of carrying out the threat. The violence is not hypothetical. The same source says CNN reported that senior U.S. military commanders bypass warnings in intelligence databases about stale target data in Iran because of expediency, and that this helped lead to a strike on the school and the deaths of 168 children. That is not collateral abstraction. It is institutional negligence with a body count. The decision-makers here were not powerless. Senior commanders chose speed over verification. That choice belongs to the chain of command, not to some vague fog of war. When the state skips safeguards to move faster, it is choosing recklessness and calling it necessity. Misdirection is the point. Trump's post centers me and dresses retaliation up as national defense. That is classic authoritarian reflex. Absorb the state into the person, then use the state to magnify private grievance. The article's language does some of that work for him by treating the threat as a response to danger rather than as a decision to escalate. The deeper dodge is blaming alleged foreign menace while the U.S. apparatus is already shown bombing with stale intelligence and killing children. That is how power launders itself. Externalize the danger, internalize the glory, and bury the consequences under patriotic noise. The pattern is familiar. This is what imperial impunity looks like in practice. The executive inflates personal grievance into foreign policy. The military bureaucracy cuts corners for expediency. Civilian deaths are filed under accident, and the public is asked to treat all of it as grim but normal. The real pattern is not chaos. It is a system that makes reckless power feel entitled to act first and account later. Trump is the loudest version of that system, but he is not its only author. You've been listening to Systemic Care. Thanks to Raw Story for today's article, with the automated voice of Joe. Thanks for listening.